why are so many real estate agents quitting YouTube? That's what we're going to discuss today. We're going to go into the alarming rate that that channels end up getting abandoned, well over 95% at this point. So at one point or another, agents that get into YouTube, there's I don't want to say a promise, but there's this anticipation or expectations, a better way of saying it, that they have an expectation that gets set to them either because they see another agent in their office or in their neighborhood appear to be crushing it, right? So they see some views, they see some engagement, and they're able to check on the MLS, well, how active can they be? And so you're setting that expectation from an agent perspective, or also going to a conference. We are fans of going to conference, myself included, and seeing somebody speak on a specific topic, whether that's Facebook ads, social media, open houses, YouTube in this case, and get so motivated, ready to go, and get started on YouTube. So folks that get started on YouTube, you've already done well more than most real estate agents are going to do. So oftentimes we have this idea that we're going to run ads, the idea that we're going to get on social media, the idea that we're going to do YouTube, but never take action. Now, a lot of folks, a lot of agents end up taking action on YouTube, but it is by far the most abandoned strategy that exists today. So why is that the case? We're going to explore that at length. So why are realtors quitting YouTube today? Well, number one, it's no surprise to anybody. There's no closed business, right? So there's no business ends up getting closed. And at the end of the day, this isn't a hobby. A lot of real estate agents that hop into it are looking for immediate results, are looking for a lead within the next 30 days, a client within the next 60 days. And unfortunately, those are just bad expectations, right? So at the end of the day, it's no closed business. So there's no sense in continuing to do what you're doing all of the time if you can't, well, no sense in you creating content all this time if there's nobody reaching out to you. So it would be financially irresponsible for a lot of agents to continue doing YouTube if they are not closing business. Now I'm going to share with you the strategy that actually helps our agents break their way into YouTube and how you should be framing YouTube correctly. But at the end of the day, the closed business is a big reason that a lot of agents quit. Now, the tolerance there of, am I going to commit to YouTube for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years? That tolerance or that expectation varies by agent. So we'll talk about that as well. But the number one reason for sure is not closing business. Burnout. Here's the thing. Creating content is not for the faint of heart. Creating content, while YouTube is a library that will continue through the age of time or create through the next month or work for you the next month, the next year, and the 10 years and beyond. Excuse me. While that'll work, at the end of the day, there's still burnout, right? In order to have a successful, thriving YouTube channel, you have to keep going. Now, yes, you can put pause and maybe you don't have to sprint. You can treat it more as a marathon, which is what we coach here to begin with. We're not looking to get 5 videos out of the gate and then go 3 months before your next video. We're looking for a consistent production, but burnout is a huge factor right now with a lot of agents, even agents that are seeing success on YouTube, even agents that are averaging 5 to 6 transactions from YouTube alone. There's that burnout, there's the desire, there's that friction of pressing the record button, and it becomes an issue, right? I myself have run through that hurdle as well, where there was months that I was not creating content. There was some of these channels, there's been over a year that I haven't created content. So that is a real thing, right? So there was a time where when I was building the channel in 2018, there was a time where I was doing daily videos for over 2 years. And you can run into burnout very, very quickly, right? So burnout is a huge reason that so many real estate agents are quitting right now, even the ones that are seeing some closings, that are seeing some success from it. Oops. Getting too busy. This is the other side of the spectrum, right? So it's not necessarily burnout, but it's when am I going to find the time? That's something that Oops, here we go. That's something that does tend to happen with a lot of creators that are seeing success. You get so busy that you forgot to focus on really what brought you here, right? So we do these videos so we can attract clients. And the moment that we start attracting clients, well, we forget to focus on what brought us here. We forget to focus on the actual creation, right? So ultimately you wake up 6 months, 7 months, 8 months when your pipeline is tried, you wake up and you realize, oh, I haven't made a video in 6 months. Maybe I should do that, right? So, but then just getting back onto the horse, you run into that additional friction. So getting too busy with your real estate business is also a big reason that you see a lot of these abandoned channels out there that have decent amount of reach, meaning this decent amount of views, and you know they are for a fact seeing some success because you're able to see the evidence of success through their numbers on the MLS or Zillow. But at that point, they're just often doing other things to where YouTube becomes less of a priority, and ultimately they just stop producing content. And once you stop producing content and try to revive it, it is such a challenging thing to do. So the best way to not lose momentum is to not press the e-brake, right? So it's okay to go slower, but it's not okay to actually stop. If you need to do from 3 videos a week to 2 videos a week, do that to sustain, again, helping on the burnout phase, but also if needed, go down to 1 a week. So yes, the goal is that you are getting busy. The goal is that you're generating more and more clients, but you also cannot stop. That is a huge no. And then lack of strategy. This is where I want to spend a good amount of our time today. One of the reasons that a lot of agents quit is, yes, you don't get the business. Yes, there's burnout. Yes, you can get busy, but if you don't have a strategy going into YouTube right now, the likelihood of you stopping YouTube altogether is dramatically high. The way that we go about building our YouTube channel, we create a YouTube channel to buy us some time back. So we're buying some leverage. We create content with intentionality. We create content that will help us buy some time back and at the same time make us money. This is a strategy that we share with all of our agents. It's a strategy that has really helped our agents break into any real estate market. Doesn't matter if you're in Gainesville, Florida. Doesn't matter if you're in Los Angeles, California. Doesn't matter if you're in New York City. All of our creators get the exact framework in their specific in the specific market that they're in, but it's operating from the same playbook. The playbook of when we launch, we're going to save time. When we launch, we're going to make money. Those are the 2 principles that every single agent needs to get right. We're not creating content to get subscribers. We're not creating content to get these vanity metrics met. We're not creating content to waste our time or to make it a hobby. We have a sense of urgency with each one of our channels, and the way that we go about launching them is very strategic. First, we need to get some time back and start converting clients as soon as possible. So the videos that we suggest to our clients are designed to do that. Even if they don't if they don't become the go-to agent in the first 6 months, that's okay with us. Why? Well, because we know that it's coming given the strategy that we've set in place, but also within those 6 months, we've built the muscle of making better videos. We've built the muscle of put the right videos in place to help our agents gain some time back. So before, they could have been doing open houses, they could have been doing cold calling, they could have been doing referrals, but as they onboard themselves into our YouTube strategy with creator agents, what happens 100% of the time is they start making more time or creating more time for themselves so they can make more videos and also better videos. So what that's going to allow us to do is, maybe we didn't take over the entire market by 6 months or all over a specific market that we intended to, but by month 9, by month 12, we start seeing a really big dent, and ultimately that's how we take over the markets for our creators are actively participating in. So if you're in YouTube right now, let me know how long you have been creating content for. Just comment down below how many months or years you've been in the YouTube creation game for your real estate business. So I'd love to hear from you. If you have any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Outside of that, see you on the next one.